and I'm here to tell you about the spice and entertainment for this week. So let's get started. Some might say that telephone poles are the corded headphones of society. Whether it's because they get in the way or look bad, some people just don't like them. Well, Fort Collins is looking to keep these wires from dangling around. The Fort Collins City Council has allocated $50,000 to the first wireless master plan that aims to help the city in their mission to create wireless telecommunications buildings as well as to make the neighborhoods look better. 2 public open house events will be held on March 9th and March 11th in order to begin planning process. The Aristocats was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I always wanted to walk into a room and see a cat band playing the piano and banging away on those drums. Well, this past weekend, I felt like I was living inside of this movie scene.
Meow.
Local musician White Cat Pink has a knack for making people pause to take a second look and listen.
I want people to be blown away. I want people to say, my God, I've lived in Fort Collins my whole life, and I've never known that this was up here.
The Tomcat persona first made its debut in 2006 and has since become his iconic trademark and namesake.
I have a strong connection with Siberian shamanism, and the shamanic belief is that, part of that is to put on the costume that represents the character of the animal that you're trying to capture.
In addition to creating a unique look, this artist has created what he calls the White Cat Pink sound.
I've self-styled it as a blend of glam, electronica, and krautrock.
Being a full-time musician comes with its challenges, but it is definitely rewarding in the end.
Music was what made me feel alive and connected. If I'm not playing music or listening to music or doing something that's music related, life doesn't seem worth living.
I'm so glad that I know of White Cat Pink because the idea that a drumming cat is right here in Fort Collins makes all of my childhood dreams come true. On a similar note, in an episode of Parks and Recreation, Ron Swanson asks, "Why does anybody in the world ever eat anything but breakfast food?" The Gold Leaf Collective is putting a modern twist on this quote as they are moving their vegan restaurant to the vacant IHOP building on College Avenue. Until the planned opening date of January 2021, the restaurant will be renovating this space so they can better show off their vegan culinary feats. And now it's time for Krista's Catch, where I'll be talking about my favorite catch of the week. For today's edition, I will be reviewing an English pub turned local flavor, the Moot House. I don't think that this restaurant could have been better named. Fun fact, the origin of the word moot comes from the medieval England where it was referring to a gathering of people. This restaurant is definitely a cozy gathering place that resembles a house as it has multiple adjoining dining rooms. And one of my favorite features of this restaurant was the indoor and outdoor fireplaces. Dim lighting helped to set a comfortable ambiance as I settled in to try a customer favorite menu item, the fish and chips basket. I tried the happy hour version of this dish, so it was a smaller portion of the beer-battered cod, french fries, and tartar sauce. To start off the food enthusiasm, oh my goodness, these french fries were amazing. Although they seemed thin, they had a lot of potato-y oomph to them. The actual fish was also on par with these chips. The beer-battered crust was crispy and light, and it helped to accentuate the flaky cod fish. As with most seafood, I was a little worried that the fish would taste fishy, but it had a really simple and comforting flavor. The tartar sauce, as well as the other sauces served with the dish, really helped to add some of that extra flavor that I was looking for. Based on my experience there, I give the Moot House a 4 out of 5-star rating. I liked the dim lighting, but it was a little dark without some of that natural light coming in, and the crust on the fish started to get a little soggy after sitting on my plate for a little bit, which was not ideal. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this little local outing to another country. Well, Rams, that's all that I've got for you for this week. But stay tuned after the break to hear Allie Small tell you what to expect for your weekend weather.